Good morning, everyone. Have you ever felt lost, uncertain, or stuck in a moment where you doubted yourself? Maybe you thought about giving up on a dream, a goal, or even yourself. But then, just at the right time, someone showed up. Maybe it was a friend, a mentor, a teacher, a parent, or even a stranger. And they said something, did something, or simply believed in you when you couldn't believe in yourself. That one person made all the difference. We often think we need a huge network, endless support, or an entire team to succeed. But the truth is, sometimes all it takes is one person, one voice of encouragement, one hand to lift us up, one heart that refuses to give up on us. History proves this. Albert Einstein was told he would never amount to anything until a teacher encouraged him to keep going. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job, but one mentor saw her potential. Even Steve Jobs, at his lowest point, had someone remind him of his vision. It's not about having an army of supporters. It's about that one person who reminds you of who you are when you forget. That one person who says, "I see something in you." That one person who stands by you when no one else does. But here's the most beautiful part of this message. You can be that one person for someone else. Imagine the power of your words, your support, and your belief in someone else's potential. A single kind word, a simple act of encouragement, a moment of listening. These can change a life. Sometimes life feels overwhelming. The road ahead seems uncertain and doubts begin to creep in. You start questioning yourself, your abilities, your dreams, and even your worth. In these moments, it's easy to feel alone, as if no one understands or cares. But then something happens. Someone steps in. Maybe it's a mentor, a teacher, a friend, or even a stranger. They look at you and see something in you that you don't yet see in yourself. They offer a kind word, a bit of encouragement, or simply their presence. And in that moment, everything begins to change. All it takes is one person to shift your perspective, to remind you that you are capable, that you have something valuable to offer the world. We often think success and confidence must come from within, but sometimes the truth is that belief starts outside of us. Before we can fully believe in ourselves, we need someone else to believe in us first. That belief coming from another person can act as a bridge between where we are and where we want to be. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Albert Einstein, the genius who revolutionized physics, was once labeled a slow learner in school. His teachers doubted him, but one mentor saw his potential and encouraged him to pursue his curiosity. Without that belief, would Einstein have continued? Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential media personalities in the world, was fired from her first job as a television anchor. She could have given up right then. But someone told her, "You are meant for more." That single statement gave her the confidence to keep going. Even Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple, was once ousted from the company he built. During that dark period, it wasn't an entire army of people who lifted him back up. It was a small handful of individuals who reminded him of his vision, helping him regain his confidence and eventually reclaim his place as a leader in the tech industry. These examples show that no matter how brilliant, talented, or capable a person is, they still need someone to remind them of their worth. When we are lost in self-doubt, we often can't see the potential within us. Our inner critic is loud, telling us we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough. But when someone else steps in and sees our strengths, they help silence that inner critic. They become the voice that drowns out our fears, replacing self-doubt with encouragement. The power of one person believing in you isn't just about words, it's about action. When someone mentors you, teaches you, or simply listens to you, they are investing in your potential. They help you take the next step, even when you feel stuck. Their belief in you becomes a foundation upon which you can build your own confidence. Eventually, what started as someone else's encouragement becomes your own self-belief. You begin to trust yourself more, take bigger risks, and step into your full potential. But the most beautiful part of this truth is that it doesn't end with you. Just as someone's belief in you can change your life, your belief in someone else can change theirs. You have the power to be that one person for someone else. You never know what someone is going through, and sometimes a single kind word, a moment of support, or a gesture of faith can be the reason they keep going. So, if you have someone in your life who has believed in you, take a moment to appreciate them, let them know how much their support has meant, and then go and be that person for someone else. Because in a world where people feel increasingly isolated and uncertain, knowing that even just one person believes in you can make all the difference. All you need is one person. And sometimes that one person is all it takes to change a life. We often believe that success and personal growth require a vast network of supporters, an entire community backing us, or a large group of people constantly cheering us on. We see stories of successful individuals who seem to have teams, mentors, and connections that propel them forward. This can make us feel as if we need many people in our corner to succeed, but the truth is far simpler. In reality, you don't need an army of supporters. Sometimes, all it takes is one person who truly believes in you. Having just one person who genuinely supports you is more powerful than having 100 people who only offer surface-level encouragement. True support is not about the number of people around you, it's about the depth of their belief in you. One person who sees your potential, who encourages you when you doubt yourself, and who stands by you in your struggles can make all the difference. Unlike a crowd that may applaud you when you succeed but disappear when times get tough, this one person stays with you no matter what. Their belief in you remains steady, even when you waver in your own self-confidence. Think about moments in your life when you felt uncertain. Maybe you were struggling with a big decision, facing a setback, or feeling stuck in your progress. If you had even one person telling you, "I believe in you," it likely gave you the strength to push forward. That support isn't just comforting, it is transformative. When someone believes in us, we start to see ourselves through their eyes. We begin to internalize their confidence in us, and it fuels our own self-belief. Imagine the opposite. Imagine having dozens of people around you who offer empty words of encouragement, but don't truly understand your struggles. They might say, "You'll be fine," or "Don't worry about it," but they don't take the time to listen, guide, or stand by you when you need them most. This kind of superficial support may feel nice in the moment, but it doesn't provide real strength when you need it. That's why having just one deeply supportive person in your life is far more valuable than having a crowd of people who only offer temporary reassurance. There is a reason why some of the greatest success stories in history often mention a single mentor, friend, or supporter who changed everything. These individuals didn't need hundreds of people to push them forward. They needed just one person who could see their potential, encourage them when they felt lost, and remind them of their own strength. Whether it was a coach who motivated an athlete, a teacher who encouraged a struggling student, or a friend who stood by someone in difficult times, that one person played a crucial role in shaping their journey. Another important aspect of having one true supporter is trust. When someone truly believes in you, they don't just tell you what you want to hear. They challenge you, push you, and hold you accountable. They remind you of your goals and don't let you give up on yourself. Unlike a large group of acquaintances who may only offer shallow praise, this one person invests in your growth and helps you become the best version of yourself. This understanding also brings a new perspective. You don't need to seek validation from many people. It's easy to get caught up in wanting widespread approval, but that is often fleeting. Instead of chasing the acceptance of many, focus on nurturing the relationship with that one person who truly believes in you. Their support is what will help you move forward, even in the toughest times. Just as one person's belief in you can be life-changing, you have the power to be that person for someone else. Someone in your life right now is searching for encouragement, for someone to truly believe in them. You don't have to be their mentor or have all the answers. You just need to genuinely believe in them and show them that they matter. Because at the end of the day, success and growth aren't about the number of people surrounding us. It's about the depth of connection we share with even just one person who truly cares. Throughout history, some of the most remarkable success stories have been shaped not by large groups of supporters, but by a single person who saw potential where others did not. This is a powerful reminder that success is not always about how many people believe in you, but rather about the depth of belief that even one person can have in you. The right person at the right time can change everything. Many of the world's greatest minds and leaders faced rejection, doubt, and failure before they achieved greatness. Albert Einstein, one of the most brilliant physicists of all time, struggled in school. His teachers considered him slow because he thought differently from his peers. It would have been easy for him to believe their words and assume he wasn't intelligent enough to succeed. But one mentor, a professor who recognized his unique way of thinking, encouraged him to keep questioning the world and pursuing his ideas. That single vote of confidence was enough to keep Einstein moving forward, and because of that, he changed the way we understand the universe. Another example is Oprah Winfrey. Today, she is one of the most influential media figures in the world, but her journey was not easy. Early in her career, she was fired from her first television job because the producers didn't believe she was fit for TV. That kind of rejection could have ended her dream, but one mentor believed in her. This person reminded her of her unique ability to connect with people and encouraged her to keep going. Because of that one person's faith in her, Oprah did not give up. She went on to redefine media, inspire millions, and become a global icon. Even in the world of business and technology, the power of one person's belief is evident. Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple, was famously fired from his own company. He was devastated, feeling like he had lost everything. But a small handful of people, including his close friend and future Apple executives, reminded him of his vision and his ability to innovate. That encouragement gave him the strength to start over, leading him to create groundbreaking products and eventually return to Apple stronger than ever. These stories highlight something important. No matter how talented, intelligent, or hardworking someone is, there will always be moments of doubt and struggle. When setbacks happen, it is easy to feel lost. But one person's belief can act as a guiding light, cutting through the darkness of self-doubt and reminding us of our worth. This idea applies not only to famous figures, but to everyday life as well. Many people have a teacher who pushed them to pursue their passions, a friend who encouraged them to take a leap of faith, or a family member who supported them through tough times. These individuals might not always realize the impact of their words or actions, but they often become the reason someone keeps going when they feel like giving up. One of the reasons why having just one person believe in you is so powerful is that belief is contagious. When someone genuinely sees potential in you, it makes you start to see it in yourself. It gives you the confidence to take risks, to try again after failure, and to push beyond your limitations. A single conversation, a few words of encouragement, or even just the knowledge that someone is standing by your side can completely change your perspective. This truth also brings a responsibility. Just as someone's belief in you can change your life, your belief in someone else can change theirs. You may never know who needs encouragement, who is on the verge of giving up, or who is waiting for someone to say, "I believe in you." By offering your support, no matter how small, you might be the reason someone keeps going. Success is rarely achieved alone. It is often the result of one person seeing something in us that we don't yet see in ourselves. And that belief, whether given or received, has the power to change everything. Belief is a powerful force. It has the ability to shape our decisions, fuel our ambitions, and determine the paths we take in life. However, belief is not always something that comes from within first. Sometimes, before we can truly believe in ourselves, we need someone else to believe in us first. When even one person expresses genuine faith in our abilities, it can change the way we see ourselves. That belief, given by someone else, has the power to ignite confidence, push us past self-doubt, and inspire us to take action in ways we never thought possible. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles to personal growth and success. It can be crippling, making people hesitate, second-guess themselves, or even give up on their dreams before they really try. This inner voice of doubt tells us we aren't good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to succeed. When left unchecked, it can stop people from reaching their full potential. However, something remarkable happens when just one person steps in and says, "I believe in you." Those words may seem simple, but they carry immense power. They serve as a counterbalance to doubt, replacing hesitation with the encouragement needed to move forward. Think about moments in your own life when you felt uncertain. Maybe it was a time when you wanted to pursue something new, take a risk, or step outside of your comfort zone. If someone was there to encourage you, reminding you that you were capable, their belief likely played a huge role in your decision to keep going. That external confidence starts to become internal confidence. When someone repeatedly shows faith in you, it slowly chips away at your self-doubt. You begin to think, if they believe in me, maybe I should believe in myself too. This is why great leaders, mentors, and coaches are so influential. They don't just teach skills or provide knowledge, they instill belief. They help people see possibilities they might not have recognized on their own. Teachers who encourage struggling students, mentors who guide young professionals, and friends who uplift one another all create a ripple effect of confidence. That one spark of belief can set off a chain reaction, giving someone the courage to pursue opportunities, push past failures, and develop resilience. Belief is also powerful because it transforms how we approach challenges. When someone truly believes in us, we feel a responsibility to prove them right. We become more willing to work harder, take on challenges, and persist even when things get tough. We don't want to let them down, and in the process, we end up exceeding our own expectations. It's not that someone else's belief magically makes things easier. It's that it gives us the strength to push forward when we might have otherwise given up. There are countless stories of people who overcame immense struggles simply because someone else believed in them. Athletes who had a coach push them beyond their limits, writers who had an editor encourage them to keep submitting their work, entrepreneurs who had a mentor tell them not to give up. These moments of belief can be the defining factor between success and failure. It's not that these individuals didn't have talent or potential, it's that they needed someone to help them see it within themselves. But just as we need belief from others, we also have the ability to give that belief to someone else. Every day, we interact with people who might be struggling with self-doubt. A simple word of encouragement, a reminder of their strengths, or an expression of faith in their abilities can make a world of difference. Often, we assume people know their own worth, but in reality, many are waiting for someone to recognize it in them first. By believing in someone, you might give them the confidence to take the step they were too afraid to take on their own. Belief is not just a personal force. It is something that is shared and passed on. When someone believes in us, we begin to believe in ourselves. And when we believe in ourselves, we gain the ability to inspire belief in others. It is a cycle of encouragement, confidence, and support that has the potential to change lives. So, whether you are receiving belief from someone or giving it, never underestimate its power. Because belief, once given, has the ability to spread. And in doing so, it can transform the world, one person at a time. In life, we all face moments of doubt, uncertainty, and fear. There are times when we struggle to see our own potential, when setbacks make us question whether we are capable of achieving our dreams. In these moments, the encouragement and belief of just one person can be the difference between giving up and pushing forward. But just as we need someone to believe in us, we also have the power to be that person for someone else. The impact of supporting, encouraging, and believing in someone cannot be underestimated. It has the potential to change their life. Often people assume that making a difference in someone's life requires grand gestures, significant resources, or a position of power. But in reality, the smallest act of belief can have a profound effect. A few words of encouragement, a reassuring conversation, or simply standing by someone in difficult times can provide the strength they need to keep going. When you tell someone, "I believe in you," you are offering them something invaluable. A sense of confidence, a reminder of their capabilities, and a reason to persist, even when they feel like giving up. Many of the most successful people in the world have a story about someone who supported them at a critical moment, whether it was a teacher who encouraged them when they were struggling, a mentor who pushed them to pursue their passion, or a friend who reminded them of their worth. That one person's belief made all the difference. It wasn't necessarily a large group of people cheering them on. It was one voice, one steady presence that gave them the strength to continue. Being that one person for someone else doesn't require extraordinary effort. It starts with simply paying attention. People around you, friends, family members, colleagues, and even strangers, may be struggling with self-doubt or facing challenges they don't talk about openly. Sometimes all they need is for someone to recognize their efforts, acknowledge their potential, and offer a few words of encouragement. A simple, "You're doing great," or "I know you can do this," can be the turning point in their journey. Another way to be that person for someone else is by offering guidance and support. When you see someone struggling or feeling lost, take the time to listen. Offer advice if they ask for it. Share your experiences if they need reassurance, and remind them of their strengths when they forget. Often, people don't need solutions as much as they need someone to remind them that they are capable of finding their own way forward. Belief is powerful because it creates a ripple effect. When someone feels supported and encouraged, their confidence grows. They become more willing to take risks, overcome challenges, and believe in themselves. And when that happens, they are more likely to extend the same belief and encouragement to others. One act of kindness, one moment of faith in someone can spread far beyond what we ever imagined. This ripple effect can transform not only individuals, but entire communities. When people support each other, lifting each other up instead of competing or tearing one another down, it creates an environment where everyone has a chance to thrive. Whether in families, workplaces, or friendships, the presence of just one person who believes in others can lead to a culture of encouragement and growth. At some point in your life, someone believed in you. Maybe it was a parent, a teacher, a mentor, or a friend. Maybe their words or actions gave you the strength to keep going when you wanted to quit. Now, you have the chance to do the same for someone else. You may never fully know the impact of your belief in them, but it could be the reason they keep going, the reason they take a step toward their dreams, the reason they overcome a challenge they thought was impossible. So be that person. Look for those who need encouragement, offer a kind word, remind someone of their worth, and stand by them in their moments of doubt. You don't have to change the world, you just have to change one person's world. And in doing so, you create a chain reaction of belief, confidence, and kindness that has the potential to reach far beyond what you can see. When you think about the people who have impacted your life the most, chances are it wasn't an entire group that shaped your journey, it was one person. Whether it was a teacher who believed in your potential, a friend who supported you through a tough time, or a mentor who encouraged you to keep going, that one person made all the difference. What's remarkable is that this experience of receiving belief doesn't just help us achieve success, it also creates a cycle of gratitude and generosity. When someone believes in you, it instills a sense of responsibility to not only appreciate their support, but also to pay it forward by offering that same belief to others. The act of showing gratitude to the person who believed in you is not just a simple thank you. It's a recognition of the power that belief had in shaping your life. When you reflect on how that person's support helped you overcome challenges, reach new heights, or simply find the strength to keep going, it makes you realize just how transformative a single act of belief can be. Gratitude is powerful, and when we truly appreciate the people who have supported us, it deepens our connection with them and strengthens the foundation of that relationship. It's an acknowledgement that their belief wasn't just a passing gesture, it was a life-changing act. But the impact of belief doesn't end with gratitude. Once you recognize the power of having someone believe in you, you become more aware of the people around you who may be in need of that same encouragement. The act of paying it forward becomes a natural response. Just as someone once believed in you, you can offer that same belief to someone else. In doing so, you continue the cycle of support, and the ripple effect begins. A kind word, a simple expression of faith, or a moment of encouragement may be exactly what someone needs to hear to take their next step. This cycle of belief and gratitude doesn't just impact individuals, it has the potential to change entire communities. Imagine a world where every person took the time to believe in someone else, where every person actively sought out opportunities to encourage others and offer support. In such a world, the culture would be one of compassion, collaboration, and mutual growth. Rather than seeing success as something that must be achieved alone, we would understand that true success is built on the foundation of support from others. When we share our belief with others, we create an environment where people feel safe to take risks, pursue their dreams, and overcome challenges. Think about the profound effect it could have in workplaces, schools, and families if belief and support were actively shared. In workplaces, employees would feel valued, their talents recognized, and their growth encouraged. In schools, students would not only receive education, but also feel supported in their personal and academic development. In families, the bonds between people would be strengthened, and each individual would feel seen, heard, and believed in. The idea that all you need is one person would spread beyond individuals and touch entire communities, creating a culture where everyone lifts each other up instead of competing or tearing one another down. What's beautiful about this cycle of belief is that It's not about having the right qualifications or resources. It's not about being in a position of power or having an expansive network of connections. It's about genuinely caring for someone else and expressing that care through belief and encouragement. Anyone, regardless of their background or position, can be the person who believes in someone else. You don't need to have all the answers, but by simply offering a supportive word, a moment of encouragement, or a reminder of someone's strengths, you are offering them the belief they may need to push through their own doubts and take action. The cycle of belief, gratitude, and paying it forward is what makes relationships truly powerful. It creates a chain of positive energy that lifts everyone involved. When we are grateful for those who have supported us, we are reminded of the importance of showing that same support to others. And in doing so, we create a world where belief is not something rare or exceptional, but something that is shared and cultivated by everyone. And by believing in others, we pass on the gift of confidence, helping others become the best versions of themselves. And that, in turn, helps us all grow together.